What's going on all you gamers, here we are back with some more Outriders, and today I'm going to be going over the best mods that you can put on your build if you're struggling for anomaly power. So if your anomaly power seems a little bit low, you want to boost it, you want to do a lot of damage, then stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back all you guys and girls, as always for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, and of course a lot more Outriders and all the latest and greatest on the way, then why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. But for today we're going to take a little bop over to this fella just here, Dr. Zahidi, and we're going to have a little look at the mods. Right, so the first one I'm going to note, and it's not honestly the best mod in the game, but it is an easy one to get. So if you have no tier 3 mods, if you're struggling to get a little bit of kind of anomaly in your build, this one right here can really help you out. It's got a bit of survivability, a bit of hybrid because it's got firepower as well, and it's got a nice chunk of anomaly. So rejuvenation. Receive 14,158 firepower, 7,005 anomaly power and 40,957 armour. This one right here is just an all around nice easy mod to use, and it can work in night on most builds. So if you're struggling, you have no tier 3s but you want a little bit of extra anomaly power, this one may be the way to go until you can get some of those tier 3s. Next up, and we've got this one just here. Next up, and we've got this one right here, Unstoppable Force. Increases your anomaly power by 50% of your resistance piercing. It may not sound like much, but on quite a lot of cases, if you can get your resistance piercing really high, this right here can usually do about 25k extra anomaly power on your build. I'd imagine you can get higher than that, but 25k seems, I think it's roughly about 50% resistance piercing equals about 25, as it says there, from it being anomaly power by 50%. Basically, it's 25k when you get to roughly 45 or 50% resistance piercing, and if you've got that in certain skill trees, for example the Pyromancer one in the middle tree, it means you're going to have that buff pretty much constant as soon as you're activating any kind of an ignite skill. And this one here, just one of my straight up easy to use, one of the best ones in slot, and that's power assimilation. Boosts your anomaly power by 11,061 for each elite present on the battlefield. Now you may not realise it, but a lot of times that is considerable amount. All of the kind of red skulls that's on your map, all of the tougher enemies, the breachers, the alphas, the broodmothers, the bosses, all are considered elites. Think of any of the tougher enemies, they're considered elites, and it means you'll be getting 11,061 for each that are present in that map. Now on some occasions you may be unlucky, there might be 1 or 2, but that's still a boost of over 20,000. On other times it may go well over 60. This is an absolute beast mod, and in the right maps, in the right cases, this will absolutely boost your anomaly power through the roof and is well worth having on a lot of anomaly power builds. Next up, and if you're using some kind of hybrid build which uses a lot of crit, you can do this and it can work quite well. I must admit I like the other ones better as standard, but arms and anomaly critical shots increase your anomaly power by 19,946 for 6 seconds. It's not bad, it can definitely work, but for myself I think some of the other ones are a lot easier to activate, and this one only does 20,000 anyway, so I think you should pick the others over this unless you've got a crazy crit hybrid build going on. Now lastly, but definitely not least, is this one right here that I've been going on about for a while that I still haven't been able to pick up. This is from the Lava Light helmet, and this is Ashen Champion. To me this sounds like it will be the strongest in-game mod currently that you can chuck on your armour, especially if you have high anomaly to begin with. This right here could be pretty crazy in some builds. It could make some of the standard sets like the Lava Lights really viable, and if you chucked in the Akari it could boost your anomaly through the roof. Phaser Beam inflicts ash on enemies instead of burn. Each enemy hit boosts your anomaly power by 20% for 10 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. Basically meaning that you can get 100% extra anomaly power. If you are able to chuck this into your build, if you're a phaser beam user and you really enjoy that move, if you have high anomaly power to begin with, this right here could be quite game changing and make it so that you could do some ridiculous damage and have an absolute fun time while you do it. Hopefully that's helped some of you guys and girls out. There's a few others out there, but to be perfectly honest, they're quite niche, or they come as standard on some armours and it's still a little bit low. but for me I find they're the best ones that you can chuck on, that are really nice, really easy to use, and they tend to absolutely boost you through the roof. Obviously the arms anomaly is a little bit of a niche one, I must admit, but I chucked it on there just in case anyone's going for that crit build. As always gamers, take care, I'll see you all next day.